outside abominable snowman. Abominable? Am I doing like a George Bush subliminal thing? Subliminal messaging? Subliminal messaging? I don't know. I have just spent, I'm not joking, an hour trying to communicate with the post office about this stupid package situation. And the phone numbers that I could find for this particular agency didn't work. Yeah. Not that, like, the office was closed. They genuinely did not connect to anything. It was just like, this phone number is not currently available. And you're just like, except it was in French. And I think some offices are closed today anyway, because today is May 1st, which is International Labor Day. There's a lot of, like, closures and everything. I didn't have to go to work today anyway. But I did end up finding a way to send a message to, like, the post office network. Like, on the, you can create an account with the post office if you have, like, an address in France, which I do. And then I sent a message to them saying, like, I've been waiting for 2 boxes for a little while. Here are their reference numbers. They were delivered to a mail service that's, kilometers away from where I live, which I don't really understand, and I'm not going to be able to get there during the confinement, and even after the confinement is over, it'll be really difficult to go there because it's quite out of the way. I don't even think I have the right address, because when I searched on your website, I got like 20 different results, so that's really confusing as well. So ultimately, is it possible to send the packages again, either to my address or at least to my local post office so I can pick it up more easily? Kindly, please, and thank you. All of that. I honestly don't know what to expect. Maybe they'll be helpful. Maybe they'll give me a big screw you. Maybe they won't get back to me for 2 weeks. It's very frustrating. But at least I've done something. I've been taking screenshots of everything, like all of the result things, and I've registered the 2 tracking numbers on the website on my personal account. So at least there's like a trail, a paper trail, a digital paper trail, a digital non-paper trail of everything. So they know I'm not a spam bot or whatever. I'm just so frustrated with all of this. I think I might go back to bed, actually. It's before noon. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just lounge. Well, okay, I've gotten over my grumpiness a little bit. I'm making something to eat. And while part of it is cooking, I'm washing dishes and watching Bon Appetit, precariously balanced on my kettle. Please don't fall. Bobby, these are for you. Bobby! Bobby, can you even believe it? Look at it! Look at it, Bobby! And, like, tea and smoothie. Oh, Bobby. Plus more Bon Appetit and mess behind. 2 additional things. Number 1, there is a reason for this spread this morning. Not that you need a reason to treat yourself for brunch. You do whatever you want, especially in lockdown. But today is May 1st, which is May Day in the US, and like everywhere else in the world, it's International Labor Day. In France, we call it La Fête du Travail, which literally means the work party, work holiday. Which is funny because, like, this is the day that most people don't go to work, and today nobody should be going to work except for the essentials. So it's technically a national holiday, so I'm having a nice little nosh. And thing number 2 is I forgot until this morning that Parks and Rec, the cast and crew of Parks and Rec, did a special COVID episode. In French, épisode. In English, episode. They did a special episode. I can't. I'm thinking too much about it. From their own homes. And I'm going to watch it. Look at it. It's Nope 2012. I think it's Adam.
Just press that.
Oh my god! Paul Rudd! Okay, I'm not going to show you anymore because, copyright. everything. But this is so exciting for me. I'm so excited to have something to watch over my brunch. My mood has picked up so much. You're 5,000 candles in the wind. That was really cute. My chest is like warm from that cute little episode. I liked it a lot. I think my neighbors are having a party. I can hear it through like very thick concrete. You hear this wall? Here, like just listen to this very thick wall and I can still hear them. It's weird. And by having a party, I don't mean like inviting people over. I hope not. Anyway, I think they're just watching the TV really loud. Well, I was just getting ready to go out for my walk. And maybe you can hear it. Get the window open completely. It's raining. Like, let me see if I can just... Yeah. It's fully raining. Yeah, I'm not going to go out just yet. And the sad thing is, I know I'm backlit. You can see the sun and the clouds, the blue sky through the clouds just there. Maybe you can't on screen, but I can. And yet, it's too far away. Here's this afternoon's project. I have printed off a lot of my Instagram photos from a couple years ago, and I'm gonna add them to the wall. So, hey Brad. So the next step in this is I have to write somewhere on here where it was and what year it was. So this is Geneva, but I don't remember what year it was. I think it was 2018, but I have to double check on my Instagram. So this is really fun. I'm making an artistic task, administrative. This is my way of doing art. I was wrong. It was 2017. There we go. Alright, well I've made a grave error in laying the photos to dry on top of my laptop, so I can't change I can't change the thing until they have dried enough to move them, because I use like felt ink markers that aren't going to be tacky until they're completely dried. So that's fun. I have a blow pop. I've been updating the wall with some sticky tack hidden in my camera hand. And one thing that I've noticed for a while about these photos that I had up earlier, like this one, the female version of the Mencken piece in Brussels, I just put up so it's flat. This one of Montenegro, it curls a little bit, especially when I have the window open and it's hot out. A lot of the pictures kind of lift up a little bit. They don't lie flat. And it just annoyed me a little bit. So I'm going through every single picture, the ones that I just put up and the ones that were up years ago, and putting another piece of tack on the bottom part of it so they're not as, like this one wiggles around a lot. This one, she's solid as a rock. That always makes me think of Arrested Development. Solid as a rock. Like, I know it's a song on its own, but I will never hear that song and not think of Arrested Development and Starla. So I'm tacking down all of these. I also have some photos up here that need to be bottom tacked as well. And I have a couple friend photos that need to go up as well. So today is just a photo shoot? No, a photoganza? I don't know. Also, cleaning task for the day I have decided is going to be I'm going to dust all of these pictures. Because some of them have been collecting a little bit. So that'll be a 2-in-1. Huzzah! Okie dokie. Here's the finished bragging wall product. One of the things that I'm proudest of is that it's actually even side to side. Like the old, let's see if I can back up and get it all in shot. Because I can't really zoom out. Okay, so the old wall was like this much. So I basically just added like, not the bottom layer, because I don't want anything to go down too far, because that's where people's heads rest if they're sitting on the couch. Hi, Brad. But the other three just kind of added, like expanded out a little bit. And I took some that were in the middle before and put them on the edge so that some of the new ones would be in the middle and it would be a little bit more scattered chronologically speaking, although not too careful about that. And they have all been dusted and tagged on the bottom. As for the Paris photos, that has been updated a little bit. By the way, if it wasn't clear, all of those are in Paris, or Montreuil. And then the friendship wall, which has maybe doubled in size. Yeah, these are all my friends. Not all of them. These are many of my friends. I just got the trivia questions in. I mean, not just. They came in a couple hours ago, but I was busy. And I'm reading over the answers from yesterday, and it says the Colossus of Rhodes depicted the Greek god of the sun. What was his name? I said Apollo, and it was Helios, who is the sun. He is the sun. Like, Apollo is also the god of the sun, but not, like, the sun. How to say, like, he is the master of the sun, but the name of the entity of the sun is Helios, I think. So I didn't get it right because Apollo is not the Colossus of Rhodes. If it hadn't been that question, if it had just been who was the Greek god of the sun, I would have, and I said Apollo, I would have gotten it right. I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit. I just don't know the 7 wonders of the world as well as I thought I did. Shoot! But, okay, in any case, let's move on. I'm so happy about this new wall behind me. This is so much fun. Okay, so number 1 for today's questions. I'm holding this with my arm, so forgive me if I go out of frame a little bit. I'm trying not to. If I rest you on my knee, does that help? Yeah. Today is May 1st. In other countries, I already talked about this today. In most other countries, May 1st marks a holiday that shares its name with one Americans observe in the fall. Name that holiday. Labor Day! Fête du travail! Number 2, what 10-letter word can either describe an ancient civilization from the Mediterranean region, the alphabet those people used, or a resident of the most populous U.S. state capital? That's too much information. Okay, ancient civilization from the Mediterranean region, an alphabet those people used, or a resident of the most populous U.S. state capital. Okay. U.S. state capitals. Phoenix. Phoenician? Phoenician. P-H-F. Oh no! Okay, P-H-O-E-N-I-C-I-A-N. Because Phoenician was also a region in that area / era. I'm pretty sure Phoenician makes sense. Phoenix is one of those rare cities in the U.S. that is both a capital and the most populous city in that state. Most of the time in the U.S., the most populous city is not the capital. Like, New York City is not the capital of New York. Albany. Los Angeles is not the capital of California. Sacramento. Phoenix is the exception there. So, I think it's Phoenician. Weirdly though, most countries in Europe have the thing of, like, it's the biggest city is also the capital. Guess we just tried a new system. Number 3, what green vegetable has a section on its Wikipedia page titled Effects on Urine? Gotta be asparagus. Number 4, the game of Tetris has remained largely unchanged since its debut in 1984. How many different shapes or tetraminos are there in Tetris? Oh boy. Okay, so they're all 4 blocks, right? I'm pretty sure. Okay, so you have the straight up and down. You have the 3 and then the 1 to the side. You have the 3 and the 1 in the middle. You have the square with 2 and 2. Is that it? No, you have the one that looks like a Z. I think there's 5. I think there are 5 tetraminos. Can't think of any more. And then number 5, Panama connects Central America to South America. What country is Panama connected to in South America? Colombia. Right? Pretty sure it's Colombia. The map on my wall confirms it is Colombia. Okay, so really, there's only 2 that I need to look up. This is so exciting. Okay, so the most populous U.S. state capital is Phoenix, so it has to be Phoenician. And, yeah, there are 5 what are they called? Tetraminos in Tetris. So I think I got a clean sweep. What? It is a Labor Day miracle. Well, I forgot to film any dinner or evening activities or anything interesting, really. I've been watching SNL all night. So I'm just gonna say good night. Good night.